Now, what we have here is some of our blocks that we're using for the insulation of the Toadstead shop. And right now, as you can see, we've got the machine set up. And these are some of the wafers that we made. There's some thin ones. These are not uniform, so sometimes they don't come out perfect. But we figure we'll use these, perhaps even for the garage door. And again, because they have imperfections, these are some of the halves and thirds that we can kind of put in, because as you can see, we do a little bit of a pattern and we can use those. But what I want to show you while I'm right here next to the machine is we had a little embedded piece of organic matter there. You can still see a little bit of it right there, what I'm getting with my fingernail. When you're using this machine, it won't blast through things that are like organic material. You got to take things like this off. Most of the time when you get them, they're wrapped in plastic, but not always. These, you can see the clean ones and the dirty ones. Some were wrapped, most were wrapped in plastic, some were not. And as far as progress goes, we have started at the back of the shop, right there, and now it goes all the way around to right here, floor to ceiling. As far as the ceiling goes, yep, we got to do over the loft, which means taking everything off the loft. And right now it's just too hot. When we get a little bit cooler weather, we'll do that. And of course, once I remove that long 12-volt LED light, then we'll start coming across. At this end, we got the same thing. We got a lot of it in here and about half of it in this bay. But we got to move this stuff to finish out. And these two channels we still have a little bit of wiring to put in. That way, if we decide to get a garage door opener, we have a receptacle for that. And of course, we'll have a second receptacle if we need it for anything else. But that's where we are now. And I've had a bunch of people ask me where I get the foam. Yeah, I'll just explain that all later next time. That's a story. But we figured out now how many wafers we need per bay. These are 8-foot tall bays. These are about 10-foot tall. And we now know we have enough here. As you can see, that's, I don't know, 30 wafers high, 6 columns of them. And then we have all this to yet make into wafers, which we're going to finish doing as soon as I put the camera down and shut up. But it's coming along really well. We have noticed that on hot sunny days, something that we didn't even think of was that hot steel roof. It's not as warm inside the shop here. It's not air conditioned. And when it's 90 degrees and sunny outside, it's probably 8 or 10 degrees cooler in here, especially with the breeze blowing. So, that was an unintended but welcome benefit of doing this. And obviously this winter we hope for letting the wood stove work. And of course, one of the bigger things is now when it rains, it doesn't sound like you're inside of a spastic snare drum contest. You can actually hear yourself think and hear the music. So thanks a lot for coming along for this update. We'll see you next time around.